pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All the board members have received the minutes from the June 18th board meeting. I ask for approval of those minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes from the June 18th board meeting.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion was approved.
Good. We have several personnel items this evening, starting with resignation from Khalees Reinhold, middle school English. Approval for that. What everybody wants.
I'll make the motion to approve the resignation of Police Randall.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion approved.
We have hired Christina Wilson to be our girls varsity volleyball coach.
I'll make a motion to approve Christina Wilson for girls varsity.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion approved.
Christina Porter to be our JV girls volleyball coach.
I'll make the motion to approve that for Christina Porter.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion approved.
Ashley Egolf for 7th and 8th grade girls volleyball coach.
I'll make a motion for Ashley Golf to be the 7th and 8th grade girls volleyball coach.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion approved.
Dana LaPelle to be the girls middle school cross country coach.
I'll make a motion to approve Dana LaPelle for the girls' middle school cross-country coach.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion approved.
Anna Susdorf for boys middle school cross country.
I'll make a motion to approve Anna Susdorf for the boys middle school cross country coach.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Just two more. Mike Holtz to be the boys middle school baseball head coach.
I'll make a motion to approve Mike Holtz for the boys' middle school baseball head coach.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
And Eric Snyder to be the boys middle school assistant baseball coach.
I'll make a motion to approve Eric Snyder to be the boys middle school assistant coach.
I'll second that.
And all in favor?
Aye.
We kept that pattern perfect there. So well done.
Item will be the claim docket. We have a motion by the board for the approval of the claim docket.
I'll make a motion to approve the claim docket.
I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion approved. And we have next for information purposes only the balance sheet. Any questions on the balance sheet by the board?
I'll make a motion to approve the balance sheet. I know.
We'll move on to the next item. No approval has been secured for that, but for public comments, are there any public comments this evening on the agenda? be the high school strategic plan.
Yeah, so just 2 days ago, I got finally received an email from Indiana Historic Landmarks with the cost analysis to match up with the plan. So Ratio Architecture out of Chicago created a renovation plan for this building, for the school building, not the gym, but the school building. And then they recruited Ton and Blank out of Michigan City to match up and do a cost analysis for that. So we just got that information. The next day I forwarded that out to the board. And so we haven't looked at that very long. So what I want to ask the board to do tonight is to give consideration to scheduling a public board work session so that we can work through and discuss the options we've got for dealing with, our high school issue and furthering that strategic plan. So obviously we're two board members short tonight. We had a funeral, and we have one on the volunteer fire department who was called to a fire. So I don't think we can coordinate a date tonight, but I think soon we should look at a public board work session. So that's just information. Next is, any questions on that? Okay. The Trimco roof repairs, I want approval for that $5,000 worth of work that I put in front of you last week on both buildings, any of our membrane roofs, any of our flat roof work. We had a free assessment done by Trimco, and then they've proposed $5,000 worth of mitigation to help our roofs last longer. So looking for approval for that.
I'll make the motion to approve the Trimco roof repairs.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion approved.
Thank you. And then last month, I had come to the board and asked for a not to exceed approval with 2 quotes for all of our asphalt work at Wanatah to reseal. But since then, after going back and doing a little bit more research and homework, I ended up feeling like it wasn't an apples to apples comparison on the type of work being done. So I'm asking approval for a not to exceed $30,000 because I think we'll get a much higher quality product and much longer lasting on that Wanatah pavement.
I'll make a motion to,
And that's with B&G seal coat.
Okay.
To approve not to exceed $30,000.
not to exceed $30,000, yes.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion approved.
Thank you. And then you have a copy of our school reentry document that we are really hoping we get to utilize some form of in your packets. And if that is approved tonight, that will begin being uploaded and publicized by the end of the day tomorrow. The full plan with breakout access on the website, and so I'll send out a school messenger to notify everybody in the school corporation that it's available, ready to look at. And that's it's a 3-phase plan based on what our current county and local situation is. Green, yellow, red is how it's outlined, but that'll be available within the next 12 to 18 hours for consumption for everyone. And right now, our intentions as of today is to be back in school in person. Our hope is that holds up. So, and that would be with some usage of masks. I mean, the real the keynotes, I think, of the parts of the plan that people are interested in, parents especially. When we ask kids to sit in school like we all are right now for 7 straight hours, and our answer to that is no, when we would be seated in class like we are right now, this would be a time when the teacher then, from up front, could say masks down, and students could socially distance, take masks down, have them available, readily available. But passing periods, masks up. Bus transportation, masks up. If you're on a bus, masks are going to be required. Those are really about the highlights of that plan.
What about that side, like period structure?
Yeah, we are still in the process of figuring out how to utilize every existing space for social distancing. Situations where we move teachers to groups of kids rather than the other way around. So our travel, utilization of signage and reminders, a lot of instruction. There's a lot in there about what our cleaning strategies are. So yeah, I think once that document hits tomorrow, there'll be a lot of information for the public to absorb. So,
If there's ever been a time to be part of a small public school, this would be the time as far as safety for your children. So I know this is hopefully a message that we can get out that we're taking every precaution possible in addition to the smaller class sizes and the smaller school systems.
yep. Where cleaning's concerned, it's going to be an all hands on deck effort, you know, and I think all of our people are more willing to do that. So again, as of today, I'm happy with our plan to try to get us back in person as much as we can. Hopefully, that's 5 days, a full school day, that would be wonderful. You guys all watch the same news I do, and it's not trending the direction I would like for it to, but that's our plan for right now. So if the board doesn't have any questions on that plan, I'm looking for approval for that.
I'll make the motion to approve the school plan for 2020, 2021.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion approved.
Thank you. Then our last item, I changed that to information because of having a couple board members gone, and I want to give you guys a chance to look a little deeper at that. But so I've been working for about 1.5 years on a non-certified salary schedule. So tonight, that's just information for you to take with you and see if that generates some questions and need anything explained from me. And then we'll look for approval for that down the road. Okay? Yes?
Superintendent update.
Well, that's really, the superintendent has been working on that one thing I just talked about. What's it look like for us to come to school? Or what's it look like for us if we can't? I mean, I think it's important to also talk about that scenario. I am fully confident that if the worst comes to worst and we're not in school face-to-face, I'm confident we will be better at that than what we were last spring. I think any superintendent in the state that tells you they did a great job last spring, they would be lying. And I don't believe there would be very many that would try to do that. So we've had professional development. We've worked on our plan of how to give a good remote learning. So, like I said, if that comes to pass, we will be better at that as well.
Are we getting any guidance from the Port County or health department or anything different?
As far as the stage right now,
Or just any other schools doing, in the Port County, doing anything differently than what we're strategizing?
everybody's in the same boat. How to provide, the real key is how to provide more direct instruction remotely, and that is difficult.
Sorry, I just have a question. Some schools are allowing the option for
virtual attendance versus
Yes.
in school?
Yes.
Is that something that we
That-
offer?
Yes, that is part of our option too. Even if we are back in school, if the collective we are able to come back, that option is available to stay remote, still be our student, and we are making a plan for continuing with curriculum in two fashions, both on-site and remotely. Good question, I should have mentioned that.
Yeah, I got a question about the Indiana Historic Landmark renovation plan. Is that going to be available to the public before you have the public session? I mean, something we can review before you have the work session?
I would say yes, it would. We would want to get that out.
Would that be like probably online or something?
Yeah, so, I'll put out a message and get that on I've got a landing page on the website,
Okay.
and I will get that study up there real soon.
Oh, good.
And I'll notify you when it's up and available.
Okay.
Yep. So, yeah, there's my superintendent update. Brian, nothing? Okay, yeah. So basically, that means he's been doing the same thing I have.
Next item would be the SA5 report approval process on itself. If there are no questions by the board, I ask for approval of SA5 for both schools.
I'll make a motion to approve the SA fires for both schools.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion approved. Next regularly scheduled board meeting would be August 20th at 1 o'clock. Thank you for everyone's attendance tonight.
Motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.